And we're going live.
All right. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
All right, everyone. All right. It's been quite a while since we've been in here. Well, not much of a while, but still. I must say I'm glad to be back in here, and I am joined today by Jason and Jackson. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jason. I'm a driver for the D3 ARCA series, member 20, full time driver.
Hi, my name is Jackson, and I am the owner of Jack's Motorsports, and I drive the 22 Toyota for D2.
All right. Let's go and get to the main point. In about in about an hour and 30 minutes, the the Arca series will officially start the Clash, and I'm pretty excited for that. So yeah, in about 30 minutes, in about an hour and 30 minutes, the Arca series will start the Clash. So be prepared for that. In today's podcast, we will be going over and interviewing a couple drivers from each division, and yeah, we're gonna can just have a fun time, do our predictions and that stuff, and go over really the main topics of the race today. So I guess we might as well get started. Give me 1 minute so I can get the link out to everyone. Go ahead, start joining up and start get the stream started. All right, so I guess we could start. We should probably start with the D3 drivers first, considering that's they're about to have their clash.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone please send me the link so I can get it out there.
Yeah, okay, I can.
All right, give us just a minute, folks. We're about to go and get this podcast undergoing. All right. Let me go ahead and bring in our first driver. The first driver we will be interviewing is the 19 of Mike driving for Jax Motorsports and the 21 of Dragon also driving for Jax Motorsports. So we're gonna bring them in both because well they both drive for the same team. So we're gonna go bring them both in here.
I'm excited for these two. I'm excited for these two today because as a team owner, I'm excited for these two. I'm excited.
All right, let me go move these two in here. All right, Mike and Dragon, this is the RRL Media Hub. You got a copy for
Yes,
us?
I do.
All right, well, boys, your clash officially commences not just a minute less than an hour and 30 minutes. How are you? First question is, how are you both feeling with the current circumstances with your team and stuff? How are you feeling to be in the spot with your race about to start in about an hour and 30 minutes here?
Reckon you wanna go first?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
good.
good myself. Right now, I'm sitting, I believe it would be, let me see, hold on. I'm sitting qualifying P4, so I'll be second row. I think that's a good spot to be outside. So I really don't want to be dive bombed in turn one. So as long as I have a good turn one, I think we'll be fine. Gonna manage the
Definitely
race
agree with
well.
that. Okay, Mike, you can go ahead and say voice now.
Um, we qualified, I believe P7. Um, that's not too bad if I get used to the track and the setups. I think I can make up some time. There is also that feeling of like stepping up, entering a bigger league. That feeling of like you wanna do good,
Yeah, to get your
Have
name out there,
good impression.
especially for D3.
Yeah, but I mean Toyota. I'm more used to like running Chevrolet, but I believe that with Toyota I can be strong.
I like the confidence. I like the confidence. But now it's time to get into the real opinions here, the real questions here. Sorry. What do you think? I'll go and ask you first, Dragon. What do you think the biggest challenge for you will be at the Daytona Road Course? Of course, it being a road course. So yeah,
Mistakes. Just managing the mistakes. All the slowdowns and stuff. I think that'll be the hardest part. Just trying not to, be consistent and just not hitting the slowdown strategy and all that. Just go throughout the race with no mistakes.
I like that. That's definitely gonna be probably gonna be on a lot of drivers' minds, uh, tonight. But Mike, you can go ahead. What do you think your biggest challenge will be here?
I mean starting P7, I think my biggest challenge is gonna do overtakes and keeping pace lap by lap, like with the tire fall and stuff like that. Keeping the pace, keeping that consistency with no mistakes is gonna be a challenge.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Especially as part starting P7, gonna have to work all those positions
He's starting
back
P8.
up, huh?
He's starting P8.
Oh,
I
P8. I
someone
apologize.
just qualified ahead of him.
All right. Well,
I
that's
mean
they.
outside, I'm gonna play it safe here in lap one.
All right. Well, wish you the best of luck. Wish you to the best of luck in that area. Now to the next question. Let me go to it. The next question I have for the both of you, both starting with Dragon. Do you think, considering there will be no cautions after the first stages, uh, how do you think the green flag pit stops will come into the play for the race? Is that gonna be a major factor?
Definitely, definitely. With tire wear on this track, it'll be a big game changer. You just have to see which strategy is right and where you can, gain your track position, save tires, fuel, and all that, and just make it to the end.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna ask the one question I was about to ask. Don't want to leak any strategies, but over to you, Mike. Asking the same question. What do you think? You think green flag pit stop's gonna be a big factor in tonight's race?
Yeah, I mean there is gonna be lots of drivers here making different strategies here on how to manage tire, how of or when to take pit stops. One of my strongest points in some other leagues was pit strategy, but I don't know about this one. I'm gonna have to look it out and plan it while I'm racing.
I like that. I like that response. Thank you. But for the last question I got for both of you is um starting our I kind this kind of leads back to the first question, but starting where you are in qualifying and positions for the race, how do you think that will help you, and how do you think that will put you at a disadvantage?
For
Starting with
me,
yeah,
yeah,
go.
yeah. Starting up front is always good at any track. Just for road courses, with a left hand turn one inside is gonna have the advantage. Just as long as no one bombs the field, then be good. The disadvantage is again because the inside lane will have advantage. Is I don't want to lose too many positions on the initial start. Even if I do, I'll just try to make them back up. But that's my main concern.
All right. Well, like the response again. Mike, do you think your qualifying position a disadvantage and advantage? Well, how would that be a disadvantage and advantage for you?
I mean, with the field cap we have of 12 cars, I think that starting on the rear is gonna be probably safer. And the fact that I have qualified on the outside is really gonna help me. There is gonna be a lot of guys into turn one going at it, so I'm just gonna go a bit wide, a bit slower there, let them battle and stuff, and I try get advantage of all of that, of the chaos.
Well. Yeah, that's. I appreciate both the responses for all the questions from you guys. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for answering my questions. I wish you the best of luck in tonight's race.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right,
Good
thank
luck,
you guys
guys.
for having me. Good luck, y'all. Yeah. All right, all right. So, um, for our next driver, I will be moving in here. Let me go and move you back. Yeah. The next driver we will be moving in here is I'm gonna move in Rares from
Oh, do
driving
you want
X.
me to move them into the media channel?
I got it. Thank you for asking though. We're gonna be moving in Rares. All right, Rares, go ahead, come in. Wait,
Another D3 driver.
another D3 driver. I will be moving up. Rares, can you in the game or no? Rares, you got us. This is the media hub. Oh, I cannot hear him. We cannot hear you. Uh, technical,
Um,
technical difficulties. I'm just gonna.
let's bring on next person.
We'll just come back to you, Rares, if that's okay. We'll go and come back to you.
Let's get some of the D2 drivers in here.
Yes, there is one D2 driver I'm gonna bring in.
Well, two including me, but
Our Rares asked me to drag him back. It was some issues with his mic because of the move. All right, Rares.
You can hear me now?
All right, Rares.
out of clip.
This is RL's Media
Yep.
Hub. You got us here.
Yeah, I'm about to get in the game right now.
All right. We'll go and start asking you questions as you get in the game here. First question is, hey, it's been a while since we've talked to you. How are you feeling? Step down to different division. You have that racing aggressiveness, but you also have the experience from D2. Before leading into the first question, how do you think the kind of experience from D2 last season kind of helped you into D3, especially with all these rookies?
I mean, to be honest, I missed trials on the first day, so I mean, I could have gone back into D2, probably D1, but honestly, raising her for like 2 seasons, like 2 other seasons now, uh, I really have, to be honest, I already know layout and stuff like that. It's gonna be pretty easy for me to get a championship for D3. So honestly, uh, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, I guess you could say that with past experience. There are some pretty good drivers though, but we'll see. But moving to the first question, I got for you for Division 3, again leading back from the first question I asked you. Um, Again, moving down from D3, what do you think is gonna be your biggest challenge at Daytona? The Daytona road course, of course, being it again a road course, that first road course we've done for preseason and the speed weeks. What do you think your biggest challenge will be?
honestly, my biggest challenge is probably going to be the post hitter, which is Forza. I mean, we raced in multiple leagues together, but I just feel like he has the advantage over me. But I think I can push through it, stuff like that. But other people and I'm also aware of. I need to see if I can find his name real quick. Hold on, give me a second.
All right.
It has to be like Ryan, which is Korean, and probably Angel, which is Dragon. Probably those are my main three people that I'm going to be like aware of during that race. But overall, I have nothing else to be like
Worried about.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess fair points, fair point. The next question I have for you, with you being in X7 Motorsports for planes, do you
Oh
think there
yeah,
will be?
my bad to cut you off, but the game is full by the way, so I can't join.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just go ahead. I'll go ahead. Just talk to you from here. But again, working with driving for XSM 4 team and ARC, do you think your teammates maybe have any Maybe any work like strategies, working together, pin at the same time. How's that looking so far for you for in the X's camp?
I mean, uh, well, some of my teammates didn't make it, so I'm thinking we can. I'm thinking that my team can at least get a top 10 spot or a top five. It depends, but uh, I'm thinking we can squeeze through the track and stuff like that. Depending on how good my teammates drive, like it just depends how good you drive. This, well,
Oh,
yeah, it does depend. So
yeah, fair point with the teammates. Can definitely back you
Well,
up there.
so two of his teammates, two of his three teammates made it in. Gaming was the first one to get eliminated out of the 12 car field. So, how does that make you like feel like knowing that you have one less teammate out there?
uh, one less, yeah. Really nothing. I mean, as long as I got someone to communicate with, and and stuff like that, I might just be fine. I mean, I didn't have that much teammates last year because the only D2 teammate I had was Bruce, and he didn't push through as much as he could. But he most likely tried his best for that championship, but it was mainly it. But yeah,
All right. I apologize for not letting Jackson and Jason talk to him earlier, but do you guys have any questions for us before I send them off?
Um,
No. I just gotta say good luck. Work with your teammates today, and just know it's not a sprint; it's a marathon. Okay, just take it easy and good luck.
Jackson, you had some. I mean, Jason, you had something to say for him.
yeah, just good luck. Just have fun because Rocky basically is all about having fun, right, Seth?
Yes, that's correct. I guess part of it. So, all right. Well, thanks for talking with us here, and wish you the best of luck in the Daytona Road Course for the Clash. So, yeah, thanks for talking with us.
all right, thank you.
All right. All right. So we'll finally be stepping off of D3 split and going to D2. Our first D2 driver that we will be uh moving to talk to is Bryce for Faster Motorsports. Kind of I co-own the team. I co-own the team. But anyway, driver of the one Chevrolet for Faster and Motorsports. We will be interviewing him. He is currently going to be starting. He will be starting. Let me go check the spot. He will be starting fifth, according to the current qualifying standings of right now. But besides that, let's go ahead and bring him in. Yeah, I guess we'll give you one too. He is currently muted for some reason. So
No, it's he just deafened himself. So let's just bring him into here.
Uh,
Hello, boys.
all
Got us
right,
loud and clear.
hello, welcome to the RRL Media Hub. Here they got us.
yeah.
All right, Jackson, I'll let you go and start this one off.
Okay, so as a D2 driver, you've seen like the other times from the other like divisions like D1, D2, D3. Do you think it's just like the more like skill wise because like the gap between like D3 was like massive but D2 shorter? Or do you think it's just the cars and like how they handle?
I don't know. I think it's like the cars, I guess, because like maybe in D1 it's more like throttle control, and D3 it's less throttle control, maybe like that.
Yeah.
And D2 it's in the middle.
What? Good answer, good answer. It's all for me.
All right, well, my first question is driving for Faster Motorsports. You know all the all the time and stuff, all the practices and meetings. How do you think you will do again with your teammates respective teammates in that division. So how do you think you'll do again with team strategies and all that? How do you think you'll do with Pasteria?
I think I'll do pretty well. Oh well, I do respect a team that shows team meetings and shows like how they can train their drivers to be better and work together. I respect that, and I do enjoy my teammates. I've made a lot of schemes and pit boxes for them, and hopefully that has made them gain respect.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely agree with that. But again, for my second question, a very common question I've asked today is, what do you think your biggest disadvantage and advantage will be going into the Daytona road course?
Biggest advantage I'd say probably super speedways because I am a super speedway. Like I know how to push, I know how to get pushes, I know how to set up a strategy with like 5 laps to go. And then my disadvantage I'd say probably pack racing at a road course because like I just show a lot of stress and sometimes I might make a mistake.
Well, yeah, that's I again counting on it. That's probably gonna happen a few times, not just from you, but from other drivers. But going into the next question, I have for you again, starting when you are currently updated fifth. How do you think that's gonna play out for you? Again, sometimes some drivers have reported it may help starting from the middle of the field, so you don't just get rammed across in the first couple of turns. How does that work for you?
Well, the thing is, I don't know how it's going to work for me. I'm a rookie. I don't know how these road courses work out, like restarts. If they're good, I mean, like it's going to be good to be at the front, like, because maybe I can like get up in the first corner and maybe pull away, or maybe I'll just get sent from behind, and that, yeah, no. So I don't know. I'm just going to guess because I've seen a lot of respect from this league, and Rock has done a good job on the deving. So I'm just gonna put hope in it and say that starting fifth is going to be pretty well.
All right, all right. I respect your humbleness and yeah, being a rookie. But yeah, I don't really got anything else for you, Jason.
Hmm. Sorry, your mic cut out.
Yeah. So I got one question. I got one final question. So
All right, yeah, go ahead.
driving for a team like Fast Area Motorsports, how does that like have an added pressure, or is it just like race like usual?
I don't know. Is Vesteria like known for being a good
He,
team?
he's had very good teams in the
Okay, then
past.
it's always nice to be respected as one of on like a respected driver on a good team. If I can just show cleanness and be able to push my teammates, I feel like I can be a highly respected driver, being very clean, very upfront, and also on a good team.
Good answer. Good answer.
Well, I don't got anything else. Jason, you got anything from?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for talking with us today. Here at for the podcast. I wish you the best of luck on Saturday for the road course to do well uh, for FMS. Maybe being a little biased there, but you know, whatever. But yeah, I wish you the best of luck.
All right, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Let me go move you back here. All right, folks. Finally, for this long segment, you've been waiting for the Cup drivers. So we will be talking to team owner of a Toyota team, WBT Racing, well, short term WBTR. We will talk. We will be talking to the team owner, Wolf, and one of his drivers, AJ. So we'll go ahead and bring them up now as they're probably jumping in the boots. So yeah, I'm never gonna say that again. But anyway, let me go ahead and move them to the BC. All right. AJ and Wolf. This is the RL Media Hub. Do you got us here? You guys got us? Oh, Wolf was AFK. Okay. Okay, okay. AJ, do you want to go and start until he comes back?
Yeah, sure. Do I just come in here?
All right. Well, just being in the Cup Series, the highest division, the most exciting division. How are you feeling? Being in the spot, going to the going into the road course on Sunday?
From where I qualified and how I'm doing against everyone else, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Compared to like the other drivers, qualifying third, as I said, it's a nice motivation going into the first race, even though it's just a clash. It's good to build up some momentum early.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. But second question, if uh no one's gonna go. My second question is, driving for WBT are especially with them being a very looking to be in the future very successful Toyota team. They put up some really good numbers at the road course. How are you feeling to be a part of that organization?
I'm definitely looking to get better with them, try to improve with the team as it's a new team. I'm a new driver here, so it's going to be kind of a rough start. We don't know much about this league and how it runs and short tracks and speedways and all that stuff. So we want to learn as a team, work together as best as possible, and just try to get some stuff written
Oh wait,
down.
I got moved in here.
God damn it, Wolf.
No. I'm back, boys.
Well, I'll go and finish with AJ. I'll wrap it up, and then I'll go and move over to you. But
Dang.
AJ, my final question is again. I'm just gonna restate it. I've said it to pretty much everyone. What do you think your biggest challenge will be? Challenge for what do you think your biggest challenge will be for the road course?
Definitely adapting to how it's going to race, how the tires are going to wear. Pretty much, I just want to try and figure out how the race is going to go and try to just be better. But yeah, I don't really know how the tires are worn or how racing is going to be there. If it's going to be side by side or if it's going to be long pit strategy races. I just want to kind of figure that out early and overcome that.
All right, Jackson, Jason, got any questions for him?
I've got one. So, I've seen you. I've seen you in Daytona Road courses. You've done extremely well, but can you bring that same momentum into the race today? I mean, not today. Sunday.
I hopefully I can. I'm gonna try my best to adapt to the circumstances and stuff that happens. You never know how these races can go. There can be a late caution. There can be it could go green the entire race. We don't really know how it's going to end, so we got to try to adapt throughout the race.
Yep. All right. I've got nothing else.
All right. Well, I lied. I have one more question for you. With green flag pit stops, hopefully likely to be a prominent in the Cup Series race. How do you think your the strategies and management of your tires and fuel will help you out for or be a major factor in the Cup Series for Sunday?
You definitely want to try and make your tires last as long as possible without losing too much time. I don't think fuel will be too much of a matter. I think tires will go. You'll start losing time off tires. You don't want to lose too much time, but you want to keep the tires as long as possible. So when you get a fresh set, you make that last long as possible. Get as few pit stops as possible. So yeah, it's gonna be stretching it out as long as possible before you start losing time, too much time to people who are pitting earlier than you.
All right. Well, that was my final question. From you. If anyone have any other questions for him before I go and bring Wolf?
Nope.
But
Just good luck.
yeah, you could go ahead and
Just good
stay in here if you want because I'm gonna bring in your team owner. So yeah. All right, folks. Now time to bring in Wolf here. All right, Wolf, it's your turn. Welcome to the booth. You got us?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Well, Jason, if you want to go and start this off, do you have any questions for him or Jackson? You guys can choose. You guys can go and start it off here with Wolf.
Okay. I'll ask. So as a team owner, how much stress is it like holding a team? Cause like I'm a team owner, but I'm not like a Cup team owner like you. How much effort do you need to put into your team to make sure it succeeds?
The D1 is the easiest part because every driver is active and good. But D2, literally, all my guys are taking naps 24/7, not responding to anything, not doing anything.
That's
They haven't done a single lap on the track yet. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
They're
that's
literally
my team.
dog water. They're trash. Except for all of them. They're all good actually.
No, so like with my team, like my D2 and D3, sometimes they're so inactive that it's like
All right,
they go
boys.
and qualify, then boom.
Get it off topic here. Let's go and redirect to the question.
What? I'd answered it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awkward. Go ahead, Jackson.
I've got no more.
Oh, you got no more. All right.
I
Well,
got no more.
let me go ahead. Proceed with my questions here. My first question is, especially with the Cup Series, leading back to uh what I asked AJ, kind of leading to that, and Jackson's question, leading a very, I would say, good Toyota team. You guys again put up some really good numbers. How do you think that's gonna play out for the track, like
In the race,
especially yeah in the race
we're gonna get 1, 2, not 3, because AJ sucks. But and I don't know about taxes. I just recorded one of my laps, and I'm gonna send it to him after this. But I can't figure out how to send it to him to teach him how to drive the track. But it's mainly just comes down to consistency and not wrecking yourself just to be fast at the.
Yeah, I definitely get that. Again, yeah, like starting in front, there's gonna be a lot of drivers. I hope not for the Cup Series. I hope they're mature enough not to do that, but just sending drivers into the first turn. But hopefully that won't happen because it's D1. So,
Yeah.
yeah. My second question I'd like to ask you tonight is, um, starting starting, I believe, in the pole position. How do you think that's gonna affect you? Let me finish the question. But how do you think that's gonna affect you? I know it sounds very much like the last question, but starting where you are, how's that gonna benefit you, and how do you think it's gonna benefit you and put you at a disadvantage?
The
Starting.
benefit is that if I can get through the first 2 corners, I won. I can just pull away from there. But the thing is, I'm not gonna be starting in first. I know that. I'm not gonna be because Fungi has not qualified yet, and he is a lot more consistent than I am. I'm just faster. I just won better lap than him.
All right, all right. Well, go to my final question of tonight for you. I got is, how do you think green flag pit stops will come into a play here? Is hopefully that them being a lot. We have a lot of green flag pit stops for the Cup Series.
I'm not sure because I know tires are pretty important here because they change the acceleration of the car. They change the turn speed of them. They're pretty important to have new tires. You're pretty slow without them. So pitting here, there's gonna be advantages and disadvantages, but I think to the best strategy would be to try to pit as least times as possible and extend the run as much as you can. Because even if you do pit, you get the fresher tires, you do gain some time, but it's not it's maybe like a second, maybe a second or like 0.5 per lap, which is not that big at a road course.
Well, bold strategy, and I partly respect it because again, yeah, you're gonna have those tires, but it's still gonna be off the pace. But yeah, that is all the questions I got for you and AJ. If any of you guys have any other questions for him, I'm gonna go send them both on their way. No, all right. Well, Jackson, you got something?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Um.
thank you
Oh.
guys. Thank you both for
Goodbye,
talking with
ladies
us.
and gentlemen. And may you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Just goodbye. Goodbye.
This is
But
Wolf signing off.
thank you guys for talking with us.
So we're done.
No, we got glitch, and then
Wolf is still on the commentator table.
let me tell him to get off. Sorry, keyboard noises. But anyway, our final driver of tonight will be the number 1 of Glitch, driving for Phoenix, now rebranded Phoenix Motorsports or Phoenix Racing. I apologize. For Phil, transitioning to Chevy from. Oh, he was Chevy. Yeah, he was Chevy. Yeah, I apologize. He was Chevy. He was Chevy last season. But again, making the transition from uh TSK to Phoenix Racing. We last saw him. We last saw a championship contender was at Phoenix. Had a devastational incident, which he sped on pit road, which cost him the the uh, the, the win, possible win. I don't want to bring that memory up. Glitch is watching the stream. I apologize, but yeah, that was pretty devastational. But anyway, we're gonna go and bring him in, talk to him, give him the usual questions. All right, Glitch. This is the RRL media booth. You got us?
Yes, I got you.
All right. Well, again, transitioning from TSK to Phoenix Racing with Phil, the season one champion. How are you feeling? Being with that caliber of drivers, especially like you being with that team with a lot of veterans. A lot of some rookies, but a lot of veterans really. Phil, Roblox, the D2 champion. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling really great about it because we're all around gonna have a lot of experience with road racing, and then also bringing in Sky, which I've known him before. He's a really good racer himself, so that brings up a lot of experience, and hopefully we can use all of that experience to work together and have good finishes throughout the year.
Yeah, I definitely expect that for your team. Again, carry the Chevy legacy here. But Jackson, before I go to my second question, would you like to ask him anything?
Nope, nothing for me.
All right, Jason, from you, before I go to my next question.
No.
All right. Yes. Oh, someone say something? No, just me.
Well,
All right,
I
so
do have a question.
go ahead.
So, you were, um, you were a driver for the Cup Series last season, right? Which,
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was.
how you feel that you be coming back to season 2 in the same series, but in a different
I
team?
mean, it feels great, honestly, because I'm still on the highest division possible. But even though it's coming back to even though I'm going to a different team this season, I still with Chevy, still have Pepsi with me, best cola, no doubt,
That
and then
no doubt.
so yeah, it's not gonna be like complete reset because I'm still with a lot of the guys that I raced with last season, but it's still gonna be more of a challenge because a lot of our high caliber drivers are still coming up. So yeah.
All right. Well, my second question I have for you tonight is, uh, you know, driving with Phoenix Racing and those guys being pretty experienced with not only RRL but the whole kind of road racing genre. You think with that experience, you guys would probably know how to, what strategies work together on the track, maybe high side working together, all that type of stuff. How do you feel? You if How do I word that? How do you feel that's gonna work out for you guys?
I mean, I feel like it's gonna work out great just because experience is always a huge factor when it comes to any sort of racing. So, and since we're all basically pretty experienced, then it should go very well for us.
All right, love to hear that. Love to hear that. And again, a lot of drivers have mentioned today in the podcast about Iowa, how's that such a major factor, and how big of a factor it will be again with practice and stuff. How major of a factor tires will be. What's your opinion on how the tires will be? How that's going to be a factor in the road course?
The Daytona road course, with all the practice I've been doing lately, I haven't seen too much of a fall off on tires. So you'll definitely see a lot of guys risking no tires for some pit stops just to see if they can stretch it further and get track position. Because I feel like track position is going to be way more important for this race than tires.
Yeah, I can. Well, first statement, I've seen different of the other ones, but I can get behind that. So yeah, but that's all I got pretty much for you. If anyone else has anything to say, you guys can go ahead. I will take that as a no. But Glitch, thanks for talking with us. I wish you and Phoenix Racing the best of luck. Going to the Daytona Road Course with all that experience you got behind that garage. So, yeah, thanks for talking with us, man.
No problem.
All right, well, yeah, good. So that's gonna wrap up our little podcast here. Uh, actually, no,
Can I
sorry.
say anything before we sign off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't go anywhere. At 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we're going racing an ARCA series.
All right, well, yeah, Jackson, you have anything to say before we sign off here?
I got one thing.
All right.
Good luck to all the drivers this weekend, especially the Orca drivers about to go green in about 2 hours. It's less than 2 hours, 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Yeah!
We're all looking forward to the race. And who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? We don't know. Because there's a lot of new guys, there's a lot of old guys going into this race, but we don't know who's going to win. Who will take it and win the first race of the season? That question will be answered in an hour and 50 minutes.
You mean 2 hours?
Yeah, now and 50, same thing.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, thank you everyone for watching today's podcast. I hopefully it was not too lengthy, but yeah, make sure you tune in again in about an hour and 50 minutes on RBN for the official streaming of the first ARCA race at the Daytona Road Course to go ahead and get season 2 of RRL officially underway. So that is Seth. This is Seth and Jackson signing off here.
Yep.
Have a good night.